Hawke's Bay has seen some success overnight on the water at the ICF Canoe World Championships in Hungary. Joining us now is Darren Brown, Hawke's Bay Kayak Club Chairman, to fill us in on how a couple of athletes from Hawke's Bay have done. Thanks for joining me, Darren.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Jack.
No worries. Could you explain what happened overnight with Amy Fisher in the K1 500?
So Amy had, obviously, in her strength race, the K1 500, made the A final and had a race head-to-head with Lisa Carrington in the race as it kind of turned out. Amy and Lisa don't get an opportunity to race head-to-head very often, normally at our nationals, and that's to qualify for the one spot at World Champs each year. So we don't see them race head-to-head much at all. And I suppose overnight, in this particular race, Amy came out on top over Lisa.
Now, I understand that Lisa was leading halfway through the race at the halfway point by about 1.36 seconds. How did Amy overcome that deficit? Because has she always been a really strong finisher?
Yeah, so two different race plans there. In Lisa's case, she's always got a fast start, and that's what she's done for the last 10 years, dominating the sport, get out in front and defend. Amy's race plan's a little bit different because her start's different. Her goal is to start well, keep in touch of the leaders if she's not leading, and then finish strong. And that's exactly the race that came out last night. Both paddlers raced their best race, and in this case, Amy's come out on top. And it's real great result for her, certainly.
How far back do you go with Amy? Have you known her the whole time she's been a kayaker?
My association with the club started in 2017 when I had a son come into paddling. And that was at stage just after the Rio Olympics. So she'd been away to Rio. She started in the women's program in 2014, I believe. So she'd been paddling outside of the province for a couple of years before that, but she's always spent time with the club. She's the most amazing role model for us. We go to nationals every year. She turns up in the tent, sits with the kids, mentors our little under 14s and under 12s, has chats with them, makes herself available, even though she's at the level she's at. So,
that's awesome. And Amy wasn't the only success last night, with Peter Cowan also ending up on the dais. Did you see his race?
I watched the replay of Peter's race, amazing result for Peter as well. He's been working as a paralympic since 2018 and slowly getting stronger and stronger. Narrowly missed out last year at the World Champs on qualifying for the Olympics. So there were 6 spots available at World Champs this year, and then there were another 4 available this weekend. So he had to get a high finish to qualify. So that should be, I believe, enough to get him off to Paris in a couple of months' time.
It's awesome to see. Let's hope he does make that team because it's well-deserving. But what does last night's successes mean for the Paris Olympics and Paralympics? Well, our involvement in it.
Well, I think it's securing another spot. We've had Scott Maheu for a long time as one paddler, different class to Peter. So obviously within Paralympic sports, there's 3, as far as I'm aware, 3 different classes. Peter's in what we call VL3 or VAR3, and that depends on obviously the level of disability the para-athlete has. But parasport's something that Sport New Zealand, Sport Hawke's Bay, clubs have been pushing, trying to go along with the momentum. In Peter's case, he's come through the Waka community more than the kayak community. He certainly has association with us, and the same with his coach, but his background is Waka. And so it's great for all our Waka paddlers out there too to see someone go from a club paddler to world champion level and now to Olympic level, which is, amazing.
Absolutely. So what do these successes say about the strength of Hawke's Bay's kayakers and canoers?
I think it's just, it reinforces the fact for a long time now, we've had really good junior programs and opportunities. We've got a lot of paddle sports available in the region. We've also got canoe polo, we've got surf lifesaving, we've got slalom as well. And all 3 of those sports, most of our kids experience at some point two or three of them and try and find their niche. And we've been lucky enough that we've had really good coaches in the club that have actually been able to give kids an opportunity to get on the New Zealand pathway and then experience some amazing journeys and opportunities. And we've got kids at the moment at varying levels on that pathway, both at Amy and Peter's level. Hamish Lagarth was also racing over the weekend in the men's K4 over there. So we actually had 3 paddlers from Hawke's Bay racing at the World Cup. And then we've had numerous. We had Peyton Cortell last week race Asia Pacific Championships in Australia as an under 16 as well. So yeah, amazing opportunities for kids, and I think it's a sport that if kids give a go, they really enjoy it and really get some benefits out of it.
Absolutely. Well, here's to many more Hawke's Bayians representing New Zealand on the world stage in kayaking and canoeing. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me, Darren.
Thanks, Jack.